I wish this video was not necessary, but it is. We need to talk about Finn Balor, man. We need to sit down, have ourselves a powwow about how shitty the treatment of Finn Balor has been in the WWE. Not just, oh, this man doesn't like Finn Balor. It's Triple H obviously doesn't like Finn Balor either. Okay? We have to go back. We have to go way back. Let's back it up. Let's back it up. We have to tell the story. Finn Balor debuts in the WWE NXT in about, what was it, 2014, 2015? Somebody give me the exact date in the comment section. Finn Balor debuts. He takes NXT to the next level. Because previous to that, NXT was big on the indies. As far as all the wrestling nerds loved it. They hate NXT now, but they used to love it. It used to be the top champions of NXT. Used to be the same people who say NXT is boring, NXT sucks. They need to do blah, 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 blah. They need to leave. Full Sail, all those people. They were the people who put NXT on the map. They're the ones who talked about it and talked it up and made it what it was when I was saying, hey, it's developmental. Everybody here is not good. But, people obviously couldn't listen to me because I didn't have a voice back then. I wasn't even on Twitter. But Finn Balor was the one that kind of took it to the next level. Got to give Neville the credit. He wasn't the first NXT champion, but he was the first NXT champion. He was the NXT champion when people started to pick up steam and they started to do the takeovers and everything. And then, you had Sami Zayn was there. And then Kevin Owens, took it to a whole new level. And then Finn Balor took it and ran with it. Finn Balor made it cool for different independent wrestlers and wrestlers from Japan and all of them to come to NXT and be successful. Open the door for Nakamura and all those guys. Samoa Joe and all of them, right? He was the blueprint from that level. Now, people may say, well, what about Pac? What about Kevin Owens? It's like Kevin Owens is in NXT for a cup of coffee. He couldn't have really done much of anything. And Pac, well, most people didn't really know who he was. I certainly didn't know who he was because I didn't sit down and watch 1,000 independent wrestling tapes. I didn't give a shit about him being in NXT. But I actually knew who Finn Balor was. I knew who Prince Devitt was. Because I actually watched a little bit of New Japan back then. Not a lot. I watched enough to know who he was. Just like I watched enough ROH to know who Kevin Owens was. But he the one, I believe, take it to the next level. Okay? So, his run in NXT, legendary, full of good shit. Matches with Samoa Joe. Matches with Samoa Joe. Gotta admit that. Matches weren't all that great. But he left NXT. They immediately, for starters, let's talk about this for a second. TV Guide did this thing where they said Finn Balor was the future of WWE. I believe he might have even been on the cover of TV Guide. This was in 2015. The guy was earmarked to be one of the biggest stars ever. He was only 33, 34 years old. Okay, he was going to be a huge fucking star. The moment he came out of NXT, Vince McMahon turned that motherfucker into the Rocketeer. He put the entire company on the motherfucker's back. He beat Roman Reigns. He beat Seth Rollins. 2 members of the Shield. You know how Vince loves him some Shield. Beat both of those motherfuckers clean. Well, Roman got caught doping, I believe, so that was a little different. But in the match, SummerSlam 2016, maybe, I think it was, when he showed up at the main roster, tore his rotator cuff or something like that in the match with Seth Rollins. Was back when Seth Rollins was injuring everybody. When he was an unsafe worker and got his feelings hurt by Bret Hart because Bret Hart called him an unsafe worker. He had to relinquish the title. The night after he won it, Finn Balor was never the same again. It was absolutely... It's like Vince McMahon saw that he turned this motherfucker into the Rocketeer and just decided, you know what? Nah, I'm good. I'm just not gonna do anything with this guy now. Fuck him. He's not gonna job him out. Not just gonna turn him into a jobber. He still gets some good wins. He still kind of wins feuds, and we didn't treat him completely like shit. I mean, we didn't give him another title, but we didn't job him out. We didn't make him look stupid. We just didn't do anything. We just kind of did nothing. He showed up, he won matches, and that was pretty much it. He never really got another main event. He won some big matches. Beat Nakamura, beat Bray Wyatt, beat AJ Styles. This is back when these guys were kind of hot. Even though, Wyatt would be hotter later. But I mean, AJ Styles. This is right before AJ Styles won the title. By the way, Finn Balor beat him. And then we thought, okay, Raw is not going to work because Roman Reigns is on Raw. All of these, Seth Rollins is on Raw. All these stars are on Raw. He just needs kind of a smaller brand in order to, build up his reputation. SmackDown didn't really work. Raw, he won the Intercontinental Championship. We thought that was cool. Like, finally, Finn is doing something. I'm happy about this. Finn, Lashley. Hey, two guys who both WWE has been kind of shitting on, but not really. They haven't been jobbing these guys out. They just haven't been pushing them and putting any steam behind them. That's what I thought. Him and Lashley are trading the Intercontinental Championship. I thought that was fucking cool. It wasn't the concept that, well, Finn Balor is too small because he beat Lashley, who was a fucking giant, 6'5", 300 pounds or some shit of walking Armageddon, what they called him in TNA. The nigga looked like he was built, carved out of stone, made out of quartz. Finn Balor, as the Demon, beat him in like 42 seconds. It was like a ridiculous thing. Okay? That was fun. The Lashley and Leo Rush thing with Finn Balor, that was fun. That was good stuff. I liked it. What did he do after that? He was the Intercontinental Champion. He lost the Intercontinental title, I believe, to Shinsuke Nakamura. And then, nothing. He didn't do anything. Then he kind of gets lucky. He falls ass backwards into, well, Brock likes wrestling small guys, so he's going to get the Brock Lesnar match. Royal Rumble, Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor. Everybody's thinking, okay, Finn Balor's going to come in as the Demon because the Demon is what got him over. A lot of people were like, oh, he's got the two sides to him, the Jekyll and Hyde. When he gets pissed off, he's going to come in under the war paint, the Demon King. He's crushing opponents as the Demon King. Demon King's undefeated. Still is undefeated, by the way, in WWE. So we think, okay, he's going to come in as the Demon King, beat Brock Lesnar, win the title. This is his first chance. His first chance to really get out there and show what he can do. He's not going to get beaten like everybody else. He goes out there, gives us a hell of a performance. Lost, not as the Demon. He didn't show up as the Demon. He came out as Finn Balor, which of course made sense because that was the story they were telling. They were telling a David and Goliath story, not, Goliath versus some supernatural demon king. That wasn't the story they were telling. Of course, it didn't make any sense. You would think that your first and only chance at the WWE Championship, you would use the Demon King to win because the Demon is undefeated. But they didn't do that. Whatever. What the fuck ever. But I'm pretty sure this match with Brock Lesnar was before he was the Intercontinental Champion. Because I think he won the Intercontinental Championship after that. I'm not sure. Maybe my timeline is kind of thrown off a little bit. But the Brock Lesnar match was kind of it. That was kind of like, we don't know what else to do now. After he beat Lashley, we didn't know what to do. So what else did Finn Balor do after that? Well, he just happened to be the unlucky soul standing in the middle of the ring when The Fiend debuted. So he was the first victim of The Fiend. And everybody just threw their hands in the air like, fuck, they don't care about Finn Balor anymore. They just jobbed him out to Bray Wyatt. I guess it wasn't a big deal for Bray to lose to Finn Balor, but it was a big deal for it to be the other way around. The internet is weird like that, The internet, they want everybody to win. Nobody can lose. But then once somebody wins, they're, hey, hooray, they're getting super pushed. There's only two things on the internet. Either you're super pushed or you're buried. There's no in between, Either you're Superman or you're the scum of the earth. There's no in between. Binary thinking. But in any event, after he gets crushed by The Fiend in record time at some SummerSlam, what was it, SummerSlam 2019 or 2018? One of the two. He didn't do anything. He seemed to vanish off the face of the earth. I think he went off and got married. Said, fuck this, I don't need this, I'm going to get married. Good on him, I guess. No problem. So what happens after this? They move him back to NXT, and everybody's excited again. Holy shit, this is what we wanted. NXT is going to be on USA now. This is going to be great. We're going to get Finn Balor back on NXT. He's going to inject NXT with star power. He's going to be like a top draw there. And then they sent him over to NXT UK. You know, he won. Did he win some matches in NXT? Sure. A lot of his feuds got fucked over. The first feud he was supposed to have was for the NXT title, obviously. Didn't win that. Didn't win that title. Lost to Adam Cole, clean as a fucking whip. Was it clean? I don't think it was clean. As a matter of fact, let's back up because then he turned heel, which we was double excited about that. Not only is he back on the brand that treated him correctly, but he's also a heel now. He's a new character. He's a new person. He's not even going to use the demon anymore. He doesn't need him. He is the demon now, kind of. He's the prince. You know, he's using insider terms like the rub. Going to give you the prince rub. And he proceeds to lose every major match that he's in. North American Championship match, lost. NXT Championship match, lost. Number one contenders matches, losing. It just doesn't seem to make much sense to me. Why? You know, I don't know why. You know, I don't know why you brought the guy back to NXT, turned him heel, got everybody so excited about it, and then just said, fuck it. We don't know what to do no more. We don't know what to do. We prefer Johnny Gargano. Fucking, look, I know Adam Cole is their guy. I get that. But that didn't mean you had to take Finn off fucking TV forever or treat him like dog shit the way they've been doing. Now, a lot of these matches that Finn have lost has usually been triple threat matches and stuff like that. He hasn't been beaten in the middle of the ring one-on-one that many times. But he did do a job for Cameron Grimes. He did that. And now he can't beat the staring guy, Dexter fucking Loomis. The guy who stares and gorilla walks on his knuckles. He can't get a win over that guy. Sure, Timothy Thatcher was in that match too, I know. But we talking about the guy who won the fucking match, who was the guy with the Ned Flanders mustache who walks on his goddamn knuckles. That guy gets a push. Finn Balor loses. That doesn't make any fucking sense to me. And look, I understand it because NXT UK was kind of Finn Balor's thing. You know, he came over when he first came over to NXT. You know, he's kind of healing up a little bit, and then things wasn't going right because people still liked him. So they tried to just use him to inject some star power into NXT UK. He wrestled Ilya Dragunov in a badass match. I love that match he had with Ilya Dragunov. It was pretty fucking good. I might actually watch it later. So I think he actually had a match with Alexander Wolf. It's also pretty fucking good. But then the pandemic hit. Walter, who was the opponent he was going to fight, the NXT UK champion, he's stuck in Europe. Finn Balor can't wrestle him, so now Finn Balor just sits at home. He sits at home for weeks at a time. Fucking Cameron Grimes is on TV and Finn Balor isn't. That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get it. We get Knuckle Dragon, Dexter Loomis, I swear I don't hate Dexter Loomis. I just don't get him. I don't understand him. Fucking Cameron Grimes, who I actually do fucking hate. He gets to be on TV every week. He gets to mix it up with the champions. Finn Balor loses. What the fuck? Why? Whose wife did he try to fuck? You know, like, what is going on here? Why are they treating this man like this? And then you have a limited roster, so you really just treating them like shit. Maybe I don't even know what to do anymore because he's been on Raw, it didn't work. He done been on SmackDown, it didn't work. He done went back to NXT and it's still not working. They just don't like this motherfucker. Okay, now he's even older. He's like 39, 40 now. So he can't be the future of WWE anymore. He's fucking 40. So now what do we do? We just stuck with this guy now? Now, most people, and I don't want to upset anybody, but a lot of people kind of gave up on the whole Finn Balor thing. New Orleans. I believe it was WrestleMania 30. No, it wasn't WrestleMania 30. Was it WrestleMania 32? Which one was it? Somebody in the comment section below, when I say it, you're gonna know it. The whole LGBT entrance thing. When they did that, that was kind of it for a lot of people. You know, because everybody thought he was gay. Because, you know, they had the. Now, I have to tell what it is. They did an entrance with the LGBT community where Finn Balor did his entrance at WrestleMania, and there was a lot of people wearing Finn Balor shirts that had like the rainbow flag on them. And they were just like, yay, they didn't really do much. They just kind of clapped, and he was like, the Balor Club is for everybody. You know, and that was kind of the thing where he was doing the rainbow stuff. He was sort of the rainbow warrior. He was sort of the face of the gay agenda in the WWE. And he wasn't gay. So, really weird. At least I don't think he's gay. He got married to a woman. So I don't know about him being gay. But a lot of people kind of gave up on him right then and there. They're like, why would he want to be part of this? You know? Not that anybody should have a problem with it. Try not to be a Seinfeld reference about it. But let's be real. That was kind of it. When a lot of people kind of groan and they still kind of look at him like that. Like, you know, he's like the LGBT guy. You know? Like, the Balor Club is like, he was a baby face. You know, of course a baby face can't be a homophobe. Not in today's world. You know, it's not like Bill Watts that's gonna call people sissies and smacking them and so on. Oh, if you don't get it, Bill Watts used to call Jim Cornette a sissy. And call him a mama's boy, call him a sissy, used to slap him around and stuff. It was pretty cool. But Finn Balor is, I don't know. I mean, Raw and SmackDown need star power, but I don't think Finn Balor can help. I mean, they done dogged him out to the point where I don't know what to do with him anymore. He's not mixed up in any championships. He doesn't have any championships. He doesn't have any feuds. He doesn't have anything going on at all. There's nothing special about Finn Balor anymore. He doesn't even do the demon anymore. He doesn't do anything. He just does very serious promos that are very sort of intense, that kind of are alluding to him being a badass, but he fucking loses every fucking time. This is their fault. This guy could have been a fucking star. They shit on him. Now, a lot of people say, oh, you're an apologist. I'm not on this one. Not on this one. On this one, the only problem I got is the guy was just too damn small. But you got Daniel Bryan, you got AJ Styles. They can be stars. They're small. Rey Mysterio can be a star. He's small. Why the fuck did you shit on Finn Balor? What you shit on him for? What the hell did he do? Is it because he volunteered to do the gay thing? Because we already know AJ Styles wouldn't have done it. We know he wouldn't have did it. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. All right, man. Let me know what y'all think about Finn Balor. What do you think went wrong? What's the problem with Finn Balor? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later.